Okay, can y'all see? Because it seemed like we're too far back, but it's okay.
That's fine, man. I don't want to get them.
Okay. And be nice for the camera.
I am.
Keke to snap out real quick. We're going to get her some help.
I got some help.
We'll give y'all a couple of minutes to get in. Y'all come on in so we can get home and cook our food. Not get ready for Thanksgiving, but for Family Day. Y'all coming in. I'm pretty sure y'all seen the promo for this week. We have Miss Clarissa Blackwell and Miss Kiana White. Her name spelled so crazy.
Crazy name for
It's Quiana, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Quiana White. I'm
What?
sorry.
Right.
White. Well, I done married you over somebody.
That's how she knows.
Right. She'd be like, oh, Lord, she's speaking it into existence. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Again, we have Miss Clarissa Blackwell.
Hey, everybody.
We have Miss Quiana White.
Hi.
Right, I got it right. And we have a person in the back that's helping us out. She's going to read y'all comments so we can answer y'all questions. Tonight, I'm kind of going to sit in the background just a little bit. And y'all going to get a chance to talk to Miss Clarissa and Miss Kiana. Y'all can ask them all the questions that you want to ask. Please be respectable when asking them questions. Be mindful that personal business is not something that we're here to talk about. We are not here to embarrass anybody. We are here to enlighten and educate our sisters. So just be nice, because I know last week we had somebody that was being a little bit sarcastic on the live. However, y'all know I'm going to shut it down where it stands because I ain't dealing with nothing negative.
Everybody say hey.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you guys for tuning in the night before Family Day. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving over here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in. Today's topic is thankful for it all. And what I mean by thankful for it all is the good, the bad, the ugly, and the uglier. Because without the bad, the ugly, and the uglier, we would never understand how to appreciate the good. Remember, we have to take care of the things that God blessed us with in order to get to the next level. If you're not taking care of the things that you already have in your possessions, why would God bless you any further? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of sit back. Let Miss Clarissa get in and tell y'all a little bit about her business and what she's doing. Let her talk a little bit. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to chime in. Please ask. Remember, respect, respect, respect. All right, Clarissa, thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Like, she said yes in like the last 72 hours.
Right. It was on the fly, but it's all good. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm a wingman, baby.
I know that's right. So I'm Clarissa Blackwell. I'm from Wilson, North Carolina. And I'm a massage therapist. Been doing it for almost 7 years now. I love what I do. Let me see. What else do I want to even go with this? Is a little bit of deep part about myself is I've started my spiritual journey about 7 years ago. So I'm kind of working on that. And also working on business right now with as far as like getting my own business started with a pop-up spa party. But I get into that a little bit later. So exactly what else would you like to really know about me?
A lot of times women don't understand their bodies and how a massage can make them more comfortable with their body, how it relieves certain types of stress. So you just let them know the different types of massages that they can get and what areas in their life it will actually help them with.
Okay, about massage. Let's see.
That's what happened, girl. You about to be famous. We're going worldwide tonight. Share.
No, I know, right? So, as far as how it can benefit your body, I mean, massage is basically about promoting circulation in the body. It's helping to relieve the stress in your body. A lot of people, they tend to kind of not want to do massage, especially for the reasons of maybe they don't feel comfortable with somebody touching them. But it could be actually a healing way of you being able to be, I guess, more responsive to touch. And touch is a natural thing in the human body, the human experience. And
so let me ask you this. Do you think a massage will help someone with social anxiety? Because a part of social anxiety is the human touch. They don't like for people to touch them. Not even a simple brush but and it's sometimes not saying they're not comfortable with their bodies, but they're not. It's more like they're uncomfortable with their surroundings. You think it would help them relax socially, or?
It can, but the one thing that I learned in school is you kind of gotta have trust in the person that you choose to be your therapist. You know, if you feel a good energy, a good spirit about the therapist, it kind of that means a whole lot, because you do have to trust somebody with your body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna get a massage for anybody. You kind of gotta, trust that person. But at the end of the day, it definitely will help with anxiety, stress, because it kind of just basically relieves your whole nervous system, as far as like calming your nervous system. And in order to be out in the public, you do need to be calm, and just relax.
I agree with that. That's good. That's good information. That's good information right there. And I ask because I've heard so many people say, because I work in the mental health field, everybody knows that. I've heard a lot of people say, have you tried referring your client? I'm sorry, I don't want to call them a client, because a client is going to receive a money for them, and I'm not. Have you referred your person of
I
interest?
do have clients.
You do?
Yeah, I call them my clients.
Okay, see, it's a goods and service. Okay,
Exactly.
so see, I'm not doing the goods. I'm just providing the service. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a mental health thing. But they asked if it was something that I would recommend to them for people that deal with, depression, anxiety, even people that have like the social abnormal qualities of life, as far as bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. Do we think it would help them, like, basically get to know themselves within, where they'll know how to cope with day-to-day activities? Do you think a massage will help them, like, be more on the relaxed side? Which kind of piggybacks off of what you just said, but just a lot of people talk about therapists. I'm not against therapists. That's what I'm in school to be, is a therapist. But the thing about it is, it's so many natural ways other than medication. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. If you need help, get it. And to me, I feel like the massage might be the thing for it. Like, is that something that you would recommend for them?
Definitely, along with like breathing techniques and meditation, especially meditation, because that's training you to how to relax, like to learn how to relax. I get so many clients, they're like, I don't even know how to relax. So you can just sit there, and this is for anybody. I mean, mental health, anybody. You just sit there and just breathe for at least like 10 seconds. Yeah.
Meditation I'm learning it's really good.
But it can be difficult to learn though.
Yeah.
But I mean, the factor is, if you could just sit there for at least, like I said, 10 seconds just to start, and then build yourself up, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And I'm saying all this to say, of course I'm a massage therapist, but there's so many other ways of being able to take care of yourself mentally. And meditation, massage, you even got acupuncture.
Right.
Now that's going on a whole different level, but
we talked about it last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Reiki.
Yeah, it's in the Reiki. Yeah, it's something that I just learned.
A little bit about that,
Oh, boy.
because I'm just learning. I tell people every week, I'm a spiritual person. I don't try to categorize myself in any kind of religion aspect. I believe what I believe, and that's my thing. Like, I believe in Jesus. Some of my friends don't believe in Jesus. They believe in the stars and the moon. That's their thing. So I don't force my religion on anybody else. And I accept my friends' religion because that's a part of them. You can't love your friends without loving everything about them. You can't take parts that you like about them. So, if you can give them just a little bit about
what?
I don't want to,
Hey, sorry.
I didn't want to say it wrong.
Hey, Ty.
Hi, sis.
Yeah, I've had somebody say Reiki, but it's
Reiki.
Reiki.
I hate the mispronounced things, so I'll be like,
right?
so what you call it again?
It's Reiki, and it's a natural energy healing work. And basically, in the training, they pass over to get in my hands, and I'm taught how to put placements on your body to be able to create balance in those areas. Have you ever heard of chakras?
No.
Okay, chakras are like the energy systems of the body.
Okay.
So it starts with your crown. And do you want me to go into detail a little bit real quick on
Yes,
this one?
because I'm learning. This is stuff I need to know.
So it starts with your crown. That's right here. And it's your higher consciousness.
Okay.
All right. Then it goes to your third eye. Your third eye. What you think your third eye is about? It's kind of common sense. Third eye. You don't know?
Well, girl, guess what you thinking?
Yeah, but actually, intuition.
Pineal gland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
intuition. So,
What kind of plan?
y'all
Y'all don't mind
Pineal
chasing me.
gland. Yeah. That's is on the deeper level. It's like on the inside of your brain.
I'm deep.
Exactly. So third eye, like I said, that's your intuition, your extra knowing. Then your throat chakra, and that's your expression, like how you talk, how you put things out to the world. Then you have your heart chakra.
Your heart chakra. You can move it out the way if you need to.
Okay. You have your heart chakra, and your heart is love, of course, self-love. Then you have your solar plexus, and that's about your willpower, your personal responsibility, self-esteem. And then you have your sacral, that's your creativity and sexual energy. And
I like
then,
that kind of energy.
and then down here, like to your feet, that's your root.
Okay.
And that's being grounded, feeling grounded.
And anybody that
You
knows
should
me,
try it.
that's one of the things I like to talk about. Being rooted and grounded.
Exactly.
Can't do anything if you ain't that first.
So with Reiki, we're creating healing in those areas.
Okay.
And it helps your whole body to be balanced.
Like her, y'all. I like her. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, this live with other people. I told you guys in the beginning that I was gonna start out on my own, but I wanted to make it something bigger. We're gonna get better equipment because right now we're still using our phones and it's kind of low budget. It's a BT movie, but I wanted to kind of expand that there is more types of women in this world than what we see on TV. What men say that they want in women, they really don't know. They're shallow because they're going at what they see off the eye, not what they feel in the heart, mind, body, and soul. So the thing about it is, where I'm lacking in some type of knowledge, my sister can pick it up. Where she's lacking, my other sister can pick it up. And that's kind of the thing that I want to do. Chastity is a question?
Yes, I am.
Is she talking about the 7 chakras?
Yes, I am.
Yes, she was. You missed it?
Tired?
You're going to have to catch it on the playback, babe. But that's one of the things I want to do is raise awareness to, women that we're not all the same. We are all different. We believe differently. We think differently. We feel differently. We love differently. And, that's just basically how we are. I'm not going to take the shine tonight. I'm sharing with my sisters. But that's one of the things that I wanted to do. So, Clarissa, let me ask you this. What's a little bit more of your history outside of your work? Like, what inspired you to, become a massage therapist? Like, what is your background history as far as, let me see, I don't want to dig too far because we don't want to go too personal. But, something triggered you to want to get to the level that you're at. Like, what was your motivation behind you making yourself a better person to be able to service and help other people?
And that is a great question. Are you okay with me going spiritual with it?
Hey, girl, do your thing. Because Keke probably be preaching at the end.
Well, first off, growing up, I used to massage my mom a little bit, and she would say, you should go to school for this, And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, yeah, maybe. And I remember one time, when I was about 8 or 9, my grandmother, she was paralyzed on one side. And I went up to her leg, paralyzed side, and I just prayed over, and I was just like, I'm gonna heal you, grandma, I'm gonna heal you. And then the next day I called her, I was like, how your leg doing? She was like, oh, baby, I'm fine, God got me, I'm good. And, but I was just thinking, I really want to be able to heal her. So, in me as a kid, I always wanted to be able to help people in, a healing way, you know what I'm saying? So as I got older, I was in customer service fields or whatever, and then I went to a spa one time, and it finally hit me this is what I need to be doing. I need to be in the spa. I love this environment. I love everything about it. And then I decided to go to school for it. But as far as becoming a better person, okay.
Life, y'all saw it.
So in my 20s, I was in relationship after relationship after relationship. And by that last relationship, I realized, I was like, something got to change because I'm losing myself in each relationship, I'm losing
something
myself
every time.
Exactly. So finally I was like, I'm just leave, I'm gonna get out of this situation. It was January 2013 and I had to move in with my mom. And at that time, it was I had nothing. When I left that relationship, I didn't have a car. I didn't have a job. My unemployment just stopped. I ain't even have a license. I ain't have my massage license. I had finished massage school, but I didn't have my massage license. And I just really didn't have nothing. And so I was just like, what I'm gonna do? But I moved back home with my mom, came back to Wilson. And one day I remember I went to Golden Corral, and it was something in me that was like, you don't need to eat. Like, you just don't need to eat. And I went to Golden Corral anyway. Went to Golden Corral and threw up everything I ate. And so I'm thinking like, I never fasted before, but I'm thinking like, okay, it seemed like I might need to fast, you know, with that situation. But I still went on throughout my day. And then I was like, I'm gonna go to church with my mom that Sunday. I went to church with my mom. One of the, you go to altar call. And one of the ministers, she stood beside me during altar call, and while we were praying or whatever, and after they finished praying, she was like, God wants you to fast. And I just broke down, because he had already kind of told me earlier in that week, like, you don't need to eat, but I decided to go buffet. I decided to go all out, you know, and couldn't even, keep it all down. But so anyway, so I was like, I never fasted before, but I tried. So long story short, I fasted, and I said to God, I'm gonna fast until I get all the things that I need, and I don't care how long it takes. And I lie to you not, I fasted for 3 weeks. I ended up getting my driver's license. I got, my dad called me and was like, hey, you still need a car? I'm gonna give you my car. I got a car, and then I got my massage license, and I ended up getting a massage job. Like, what else? And I got a massage job, and from that moment, that's when I realized, like, oh my God, I need to be relying on you, and that's what I should have been doing all this time, is relying on you, And so that's what really changed me into making sure, that I want to be a better person, because he showed me in just that time, like in 3 weeks, how much I could do for you if you come to me. Mm-hmm. Right. And I had to leave all the, the relationship baggage and all that, and just really rely on him. So, and this was back 2013, so that's what flipped the switch. It was like, I gotta do better. I gotta be better.
Progress.
Mm-hmm.
Progress.
I love it.
So we heard from Miss Clarissa, and again, if you got any questions, you guys can ask her. We're gonna go over to Miss Keke. I'm gonna go short instead of the government name. We go to Miss Keke, and she's gonna give you a little bit of her story. And she's gonna tell you a little bit about her business. Oh, before we go to Keke, pop up. You want to share a little bit about pop up?
Okay, yes. So, a little bit. Pop-up spa party. Having my launch party February 1st. It's going to be from 12 to 8. It's going to be at the Elks Lodge here in Wilson. And we'll have massage therapists doing massages, estheticians doing facials, some mani-pedis. Vendors going to be from the beauty, health, wellness industries, food. And my dad, he's an entertainer. He's going to be doing some live music for like relaxing sounds. And so we
when is this again?
February 1st. Saturday, February 1st.
I am so glad that she just gave us that date, because I'm going to change the date for something I just had planned. Oh, it's totally okay, because it wasn't set in stone. It was just a free date.
But yeah, the tickets are on eventbrite.com. I'd love to have you there. Pop-up spa party about to start happening. The plan of this business is to go to different cities doing this. And just stay tuned. Okay.
So now let's switch on over to Miss Keke, and I'm gonna let her go ahead. I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. About ready to get down here with Mr. Keke and get me some food. Go ahead, Keke.
Well, I am Kiana White.
So you just gonna let me say your name wrong while ago?
Kiana, it don't matter.
It's spelled with a qui.
Tomato, potato. Go ahead. A little bit about me. I have my own nonprofit called Good and Safe, and basically my business is to help those that are in poverty to come out of those situations that got them in the places that they are at, and to help them become better people, better parents. I'm also a mentor for Flood, and that's one of the things that made me want to start my business, was seeing the kids and how they are and us wanting to help them, but it got to start with home first. So, and seeing that a lot of these kids, they don't really want to be who they are that because that's what they are around.
Their environment.
So, I felt like I should reach out to the parents, and not just that, but I was homeless. So my main goal is to help people that are homeless to get off the streets and to get jobs and to get homes and to be better for themselves and their families. a little bit about my background. Some of you know I had shared a picture a few days ago from last year, and everybody was reliking the picture, so I had to give a background story about the picture. And last year I was in a really bad place. Like, I had really lost myself, which I really never knew who I was, but I really lost a little bit of me that I didn't know. I didn't care about nothing, no kids, no nothing. Everything was just whatever happened. And I had got down to the point where I was on drugs real bad. Nobody knew because I kept myself up. I made myself look the way I did. The way I didn't feel, I made myself look better than what I felt to try to make myself feel better, but I still wasn't feeling better. But so I had got so far that I checked myself into a mental hospital, and me being there, like she said, she had to fast to see things clear. I had to go to a mental hospital for 7 days, and God spoke to me, and I seen my whole life, like from the childhood to that point, flash in front of me like I was watching a movie, and I knew it was time for a change. And I always wanted to help people, I just didn't know how. So my CEO of the mentoring program, she sent me this thing about becoming a mentor, and I was like, man, I can't do that, because I still felt like I wasn't together, so I was like, I can't do that. But something just kept saying, this is what you want to do, to go ahead for it. So I was like, well, somebody else out here that want to help people, so I might as well help them too, because that's what I want to do, and that's what I did. And that me helping her help these kids made me help myself to get to where I wanted to be, to start my own business. So then we in this together.
And she's referring to Tashita Wright. That's Flood and Truth in Rocky Mount, a mentoring service for kids age 5 to 18. She has male mentors. She has female mentors.
We are also looking for mentors.
Exactly. And if you're not dedicated and you cannot give these kids what they need, and you're only there to say that you're doing something, we don't need that type of energy with this agency. We need somebody that's here to work, somebody that's going to motivate our kids, push our kids to be the greatest that we know that they can be. I met Kiana a couple of months ago. About a couple months ago, a little bit before the summertime. And when she told me her story, I was in my living room like, you got to be kidding me, because she didn't look like what she had been through. She didn't, I see something, but I can't read it. Just a second.
Ty said, I'm proud of your change, baby. Keep pushing, and I appreciate you being a part of Flood and Truth. I love you.
I love you too,
she's so sweet. But yeah, when I met her, it was like, she was like this. I thought she was a kid for real. I thought she was one of the mentees from the mentoring agency. Like, why Tashita write her on one of her mentees, and that's what I was thinking. I thought she was a kid. But then when I got to know her story, and I'm sitting there like, man, looking at her at that point, I would have never thought that she had been through some of the things she's been through. And that's a lot of people, that's how they look at this. Like, somebody told me the other day, like, I don't remember you having to go through this, that. Y'all always had a silver spoon in your mouth. You got, your family was different from the rest of your family. Oh, no, we all struggle together. My grandma just didn't tell our business to everybody. We kept it to ourselves, and we pulled together as a family. The thing about it is, you don't have to go through everything in your life publicly.
Right.
When I say this, I'm saying this to drop a nugget in your bucket. You do not have to go through your life publicly. You do not have to tell all your business to the world, because just like you're telling them your business and you're reaching out, you're telling them your goals, they can be preying on your downfall just while they're in your face patting you on your back. Yep. That's something we don't need. I tell y'all all the time, we don't need no sit around friends. If me and you can't get together and speak business mind and encourage each other, then we have nothing in common. We don't need to sit together. When I met Clarissa at the door, she greeted me, I greeted her. I immediately. So let me tell you what I got on my mind. Let me tell you what I'm thinking about. I don't do that to everybody. And the reason I don't is because some people are like, okay, yeah, that's going to work. And then next thing you know, before you get your dream put into play or your vision put into play, they're already doing it. Mm-hmm. Somebody is always looking for something. I don't even know why I'm trying to look at this.
Mia said, hey.
Hi, sis.
Hey Mia, so true, baby. Shanikia Chestnut. Shaquilla Chestnut
Hey
says
Shaquilla.
so true.
I was like, wait a minute, who's that? I know the name. But that's one of the things, like, I just, let me go back. I cannot tolerate that in my presence at this point. I did a thing called New Me November, and for the first 15 days of November, I shut everybody out. And I do that because in that time, that's the only time out of the year that I'm going to choose to be selfish. And that's because I have to replenish and restore myself so I can reboot and reapproach my situation, whether it's friends, family, employment, running this business, starting a new business. You have to take that time for yourself. In this time, yes, I'm a life coach with a life coach. I had to sit down with my life coach to make sure that the things that I set into place for elevation phase, my marriage, with my son, with my family this year, we're still on the schedule. Everything is going the way that it's supposed to be going. And somewhere along the line, I had kind of gotten slack with pushing my business because I was pushing others so much. One thing we cannot do, ladies, is put ourselves on the back burner. You can lift your sister up at the same time you're elevating. You don't have to sit back just to give somebody else that light. You guys can shine together. Right. It may not be your time to be in the forefront while you're elevating her today, but tomorrow she's behind you and she's pushing you. I'm a firm believer in train cars. When I say train cars, you have to stay connected because that's the only way we're going to get down the track. Right. If you think about it, it's only one. We're all going in the same direction if you're in my circle, and that's up. So Good and Safe, like she said, is basically a nonprofit where she is giving back to the public. She's helping moms. There's going to be parenting classes, correct? She's going to do parenting classes. Are you going to do mentoring?
Yes.
Okay, she's going to do mentoring. Also, Rocky Mount is big enough to have 1,000 mentoring agencies. There should be no competition anywhere. There's several agencies in Rocky Mount where your kids can go get the help that they need. Someone that can check on your kids in school because your work schedule may be hectic. Somebody that can pick your kids up in the afternoon, give them a little guidance, help them out with their homework. Sometimes our kids don't like to talk to us. They're comfortable with talking to other people because we always have on our parent face. At my house, I wear my parent face all the time. And people say you shouldn't be friends with your kids. That, in my opinion, is a lie. I am my son's best friend. There is nothing that my son goes through that he won't come and talk to me about. Me and my husband and my son sit at the table as a family every day. If our schedule allows us, our work schedule's been kind of hectic, we sit at the table and we tell about our day every day. There's not a day that goes by that my husband doesn't ask my son, how was your day, son? What was different from yesterday? And they have actual dialogue. That's something that we've gotten away from. Our kids are in one room, we're in another room. And my house, exactly. My son's friends, when they call, they don't ask to speak to him. They be like, where am I at? They already know because they talk to me as well. But one of the things we got to get back to is it's called boundaries. There's a certain boundary you have with your parenting. There's a certain boundary you have as being a friend to your child. You know the difference. Your child knows the difference. But you have to remember that being open-minded with these kids, help your kids express themselves. So many of our kids are going through depression, peer pressure, bullying, and they're afraid to tell us because we're so closed-minded as parents that we don't see it. We just send our kids to school and think that's it. And then when they're walking around the house, they're moping, they're not doing things that they normally do. Excuse me, y'all, my mouth ready to eat. I'm ready to eat, I guess. They're doing things that they don't normally do. We don't pick up on that as parents because we're stuck in the parent zone. Where if we cross over into that friend zone just a little bit, you notice the change. There's a parental vision and there's a friendship vision when it comes to parenting. You guys gotta know the difference. There is something that we always have the parental intuition. And that's, if your child is sick, you know it. But sometimes they're not sick. They're acting different because they're going through something. So that's when you have to take off that hat, put on your friendship coat, and go in there like, what's up, son? What's going on? You know, you can spit game with me. Like, talk to your kids. That's what I do this with my son all the time. When I first met Chastity, me and my son was having a conversation, and Chastity was over there like, I can't believe y'all talking about this. And I was like, it's nothing that we don't talk about. My son will be 16 in 60 days. So we're definitely on that level where We talk about everything. We talk about sex. We talk about money. We talk about what he wants to do for his future. We talk to him about how he needs to respect young ladies, whether they're his friends, his girlfriends, a friend girl. We talk to him about it all, because one thing I will not tolerate is a disrespectful son when it comes to me as his mother, because I've been a female that's been disrespectful. Question.
Michelle Nicole said that's amazing. It's a great thing to have daily check-ins with your family and meetings with your kids.
Hey, Michelle.
Can I get
And
that?
not
then
good.
he
Go for
said
it.
that's right.
Okay, hey y'all.
I know when we was growing up, one thing that we did was once a week we had family meetings. And I think that's something that a lot of families need to do, because the kids that I mentor, I ask them when their parents sign them up and we meet with them, I ask them, would you like to sit down and have a conversation with your mom? If you just want to be with your family, that's fine. If you want me to be there too, be like a meeting, I can do that also. And most of my kids, they say yes, that's what they want, is to have it sit down with their parents. So it's no yelling, no fussing, no arguing. Everybody gets to understand where everybody is coming from. Put down electronics. Everybody sit down together once a week and have that family time, because just because you're there in a home with your kids, that does not mean that you are spending time with them. A lot of people mistake that as, we live together, so everything is okay. But that is not spending time with your kids.
Chastity.
People be secretly in competition with you, but you have to remain focused and complete the mission God has on you. You're not the only one with your vision. It takes a village. Pull together and save the youth and community together.
That was
Thanks,
Ty.
Ty.
Right? That was Ty?
Yep.
Okay, yes. The hey who? You said hey somebody? Oh, he said thanks. Okay, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk y'all head off, but y'all know when it comes to kids, that's my passion. I
Even
love
dinner
kids.
can help a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just having dinner with your kids.
Letting them help you cook, or it's just simple stuff
It's
that'll make
good you
everything.
brought that up. My son, Sunday, when I picked him up from my god sister Tashi's house, he said, Mom, I want to make some spaghetti. No, he was like, Mom, spaghetti will be good for today. I was like, okay, I'll go to the store, because I had something totally different in mind. I said, okay, I'll go to the store and I'll get the stuff to make spaghetti. He didn't say anything. So when we got from the grocery store, we started on 97. We got from the grocery store, I got home. And I was like, I'm going to cook. Give me like 10 or 15 minutes. He was like, no, I want to cook it and I want you to teach me. That made me feel good. Like, he's 16. He almost 16. What 16-year-old boy you want to get in the kitchen and cook versus talking to a girl on the phone or playing a video game? That's one of the things that, it warms me to know that my kid likes to spend time with me, and that's because I put that time into him. And a lot of times we as parents, we feel like we go to work, we go to school, because sometimes it is hard to balance, but you gotta find it. You gotta find that balance. You gotta make time for your kids, because if you won't make time for your kids, somebody will. And it might not be the type of attention that they need. It could be the wrong person.
Hey, Sharon.
So one thing, hi my mom. So one thing about it is, we gotta stay focused. We gotta keep our kids first. You got kids, right?
My 14-year-old son.
She has a teen, so you know how it is. These teenage boys. My son had a basketball game last night at Northern, and when we walked in, I was like, man, there's a lot of kids in here. But at the same time, when I walked in, we smelled the presence of marijuana. Now, I talked to my child about drugs. We ain't gonna tolerate this in this house. If that's something that you feel like you need to do, you got to bounce. You got too much going on for your future for you to do this. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with smoking marijuana, and don't misquote me. You do what you do in your own leisure time, but you have to remember that in the professional world, that is frowned upon. So you can't just go around and do whatever you want to do free willy-nilly. It's a time and a place, like Chastity just said. Y'all can't see her, but she our hype man in the corner over there.
They already speaking to me.
Oh, okay.
I have that voice.
She got a hype man in the corner, but when I walked in, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like, it's so many kids in here, pants on the floor, bellies hanging out, and I'm real. My husband, I ain't talking about like our little bellies, our big bellies hanging out. I'm talking about the girls that's half dressed, and this is high school. At this point in time, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, godparents raising these kids, y'all gotta step up. It's too much going on for us. Human trafficking,
Brothers, sisters,
sex slaves, everything. Like we got to show these kids that their body is sacred and they will be noticed without showing it. If you out and you walking around half naked, of course the sex trafficker's gonna pick you up first. Because you already have, you already put it out there. of course everybody is gonna be after you because they feel like, oh, she's easy, she's showing this, she's showing that, and your little bodies be cute or whatever. But at the same time, that little cute body can get you in trouble. You end up being a teen mom. You end up with something that you can't shake. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk to him, y'all. Mm-hmm. My son is almost 16, and he's had condoms in his wallet since the day he turned 15. And I know some of y'all in there like, what? No. He played basketball. He played football in middle school. He is very popular wherever he is. Cute. Wilson, Rocky Mount, very handsome, smart. Y'all not about to stick my baby. And if he chooses to have sex, he already know how he gonna do it responsibly. Exactly. He not gonna go out, he not gonna shake a tail feather, and he ain't covered up. So we on that level. That's what kind of parents we are. We keeping it real. We ain't trying to be grandparents. We trying to have kids ourselves.
And creating a prayer life with your kids.
Exactly.
And teaching them how to pray.
That's right.
And how to go to God too.
That's right. And I told y'all last Wednesday, every morning when me and my son get in the car, that's the first thing we do. We don't pull out of the driveway until I begin my prayer. We drive and pray, but God knows our hearts, right. And He's into that prayer, and He says amen at the end. He's amen in the middle, like He's into it, and He prays by Himself as well. Mm-hmm. Like yesterday, people was like, "Oh, you give your son so much praise." Yeah, I'm his biggest cheerleader. Mm-hmm. And I don't care if he don't score not 1 point on the court. That's my baby, and I know that he is motivated to his vision. And his vision is go to the NBA, go play basketball in college, be a meteorologist. I make sure I'm behind him 100%. I don't care if he shoot 100 rocks and they don't make it in that basket. Guess what I'm going to say? It's all right, baby. We got it. Next time, get your shot back. I'm going to make sure that he got something going on behind him. A lot of times, we criticize our kids, and I had to get on my uncle last night because we went to the game. He was like, that boy, man, that's like, he 0 for 7. That's their first game. He hasn't played with his team. They've just been practicing. AAU season been over for 2-3 months now. He got to get back into the hang of it. Like, yeah, he's training, but he's weightlifting. So he got to learn his strength now because your strength is stronger than it was when you were playing ball. So, get off his back just a little bit. Like, don't be talking about my baby. That was my thing. And I'm defensive when it comes to my son. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I'm going to respect my elders, but when it comes to my son, I'm going to talk a little bit of junk because you ain't going to talk about them. Okay. But the thing about it is, get behind your kids. Make sure they're doing it. Make sure they got a prayer life. 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 Make sure what you're doing is a reflection of what you want your children to do. I see a comment. Do I need to stop for you? Okay.
Everybody's agreeing with you.
Okay. Make sure that you're doing what you want them to do. A lot of times we live in one way, and this has been me. I told y'all I'm all about being transparent. This has been me. I'm living one way in the public eye, but in private, I'm somebody totally different. You knew me November. I had to search myself like, Rhonda, this is really not you. You need to put this away. Mail it off in an envelope. Don't open this envelope back up. Leave it alone. And that's been my thing. And I did that because I don't want to be one person today with you guys in here. And then tomorrow, I got to be somebody else because I'm ashamed of what I am or who I am. So, yeah, I had to let that go.
A show,
I don't have time for that. That's not, that's being transparent is everything for me.
Mia said, my mom has been my best friend since forever. That's very important to me to have that with her because I know I can trust her with anything. All parents need to create an environment vibe with their kids to have conversations with them.
Yes. Chastity trying to keep up, y'all.
I don't want to cut you off.
Because I was just going in 2 different ways. So that came up like 5 minutes ago. It's okay.
Delayed.
Okay, just y'all give us time. We working together, but she's trying to catch up the comments. But
Ty said I'm his second mom and fan. Don't know nothing about basketball, but Auntie got his bag. Yes, for sure, but definitely amen to that. Amen. Like 10 different people.
Yeah, and yesterday we have a group chat with our kids, and it's basically the kids of Teens of Comedy. That's a Teens of Comedy R&B. That's my son, Tashida's daughter, 2 of her nieces, the best friends, like a couple of them. We have a group chat with them, and every day those kids most of the time before I even look at my phone, they've already gotten there like, good morning, y'all have a great day, let's conquer this day, we gonna win. Like, this is what they say to each other. They got that from us because they see us do it to each other every day. Tashita jumped in there last night. Hey son, how was your game? How did it go? Like, they hyped him up. They really hyped him up. And he really had a good game last night. He didn't score anything, but he had a good game. It was all about his team. And he told us that. He was like, as long as my team is winning, we're fine. If I can help this man make his shot, then that's all. And that's how we have to be in life. If I can help Clarissa with her pop-up party and push her, I'm going to help her. If Clarissa say, Rhonda, I know somebody need a life coach. Rhonda, I know somebody need a mentor. Okay, Keke, you and Ty, I need some mentors for these kids. We don't have enough around here. Like, that's what we do. We help each other out because we're a team. Just because we have different businesses, different avenues, and different boroughs, don't mean that we can't come together as one. And that's what's going on around here in Wilson. Like, a lot of us are playing tug of war with each other, especially the ones that are in the same business as each other. One thing we can't do is we cannot make all the money.
There's enough money
We
for
can't make all the
everybody.
money. It's enough money for everybody. She might massage today and be booked and say, Rhonda, I need you to go over here to my girl today because I can't do this. Nah, let me try to squeeze you in. And then she give me a massage there. I'm like, but Clarissa, like, I'm left with that. I'm still tired when she finishes.
Your body butter don't smell like mine.
Yeah, and Chastity. I'm sorry, what you say?
I said I do refer clients to my homegirl that I graduated massage school with. She's in Durham, and I work in Durham sometimes. But I could easily be like, oh, I'm gonna try to take that in Durham too. Like, I'm in Wilson.
Yeah.
Go to her in Durham.
Yeah.
She's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So definitely enough to go around.
And she's right. One of the it was a comment that was made the other day, and it was pertaining to a life coach. And I was like, well, why would I take that? I'm a life coach myself. I can give it to somebody that actually needs it. The thing about it is, being a life coach, all of our techniques are different. All of our approaches are different. We do not all coach the same. I'm pretty sure that I don't coach like anybody, and I'm very fresh to the game. But hey, Elevation been open since last year. I did my launch July 1st. I got 23 clients. I'm satisfied. I'm not complaining. I don't have time for nobody else. So guess what? You got options. You got Miss Carlita. You got everybody. It's life coaches in Rocky Mount, business coaches. I can help you with your business as much as I can, but I don't know everything. Let me refer you to somebody over here that can help you. Resume. I can write your resume, but I don't want to do that. That's not something that I want to do. I don't want to sit around writing nobody's resume. You know what you're capable of. Get up there, put your resume in this template, and you do it yourself. Y'all stop paying people for what y'all can do yourself.
Yes, Tip, it does take a village.
Yes,
right.
I'm telling you, like, it takes teamwork because one of the things that people always say, you work with children, you love children, why you don't have no mentoring service? I don't have a mentoring service right now because that's not what I wanted to do at that point. But
My sister got one.
Yeah, my sister got one in Rocky Mount. My homegirl Christy got one in Rocky Mount. Kiana started hers over there in Rocky Mount. Y'all go check them out. These mentors drive. So it ain't about what town you live in. If they want to be a mentor and they're dedicated to those kids, they going to drive 20, 30 minutes to help your child. So don't just, hey, they have 20 people in one car. Go to help their kids.
Ty said she client number 24.
Number 20, she claimed number 24. Chastity, tell Ty what she need.
Honey dip butter?
But the thing about it is, we just gotta stick together. We ain't gonna stay up here long. I have enjoyed y'all, ladies. I really have.
Okay. I want to say this. You are helping me right now for being on live. This is my first time being on live.
Go Clarissa!
So you have
Thank you,
me
Tip.
get
Tip
my
said
stuff
she's
out
proud of
there.
everybody.
Thank you.
But you helped me get out there in a different type of way. So
Look, cause you didn't even tell me that though. You didn't.
I told y'all like,
I felt it at
She was like,
first.
so what you want me to do? Like, do I gotta look at the camera? Can I look at y'all? And I was like, I always look at the camera because I'm usually on by myself. But we gonna talk to each other. That's what I told her. So
I thought I told you through the message. Oh my god!
But
I was like,
it's okay. You did good. You did. Kiana, she nervous too.
I'm always nervous.
I was trying to get my sister Tashita to join us tonight too, and she was like, "No," because when me and Keke together, we kind of get shy. We lose our words. I'm looking at her, she looking at me. I was like, "That's the thing." Like, I'm over here eyeballing Chastity because she in the corner like. She like hyping us up, but it's a nerve thing. Like, I love to talk. I don't care if I'm on live, I'm in person. I see somebody at the grocery store, my husband at home texting and calling like, you been gone for 2 hours, you all right, you okay? Oh, I'm in the parking lot at Walmart talking such and such and such. That's my thing. Like, I love to talk. And that was another reason that I wanted to become a life coach. Because in my talking, I can kind of talk through my story to help somebody else. Because I'm telling y'all, like, I've been through a lot.
I'm also in the process of working on being a motivational speaker.
Okay.
So.
And you don't need no certificate to be no motivational speaker. Don't let nobody tell you gotta go to school to do that, because you don't. People are killing me.
Y'all be looking at each other.
Yeah, that's what they do. Like, queuing off of each other. But yeah, so that was one of the things. Like, Keke got kids too. Keke a young mom. She a young mom. How old are you, Keke?
I'm 26.
She 26. See, I'm 35. How old are you?
34.
Okay, so we kind of do. How old are you, Chastity?
I'm 30.
So, y'all some
Welcome
babies.
to the 30s. They're
Welcome to the
awesome.
30s.
This has been like this year.
Classy 30. When you hit 30, it's like a whole
I'm
nother
a
level.
grown up.
It's gonna get
Well, what
better.
kind of level is that? 'Cause when I hit 25, everything just like,
I had to grow up
I'm
this
telling
year,
you,
boy.
I'm glad you said that, because you gotta go through something to get to what you need to get to. Everything ain't gonna be easy, and that's something that people gotta realize. It's not gonna come easy. It's not. When I was looking for a space, and y'all see, like a lot of people like, girl, congratulations, I'm glad you got a building. What? Girl, I got a room. It's like 10 by 10, but it's mine, and I see my clients in here, and they're comfortable. So that was something that I kind of figured, because when I started looking, I was looking for buildings. I was looking to buy buildings. How am I buy a building and I live in an apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I gonna try to walk before I crawl? Like, no. I got personal goals that I want to finish before I finish my business goal. Because if my personal life is together, my business life is gonna be much longer. So that's something that we gotta get. So, when you hit 25, it was like, it's okay. Because when I was 25, I'm pretty sure my mama wanted to run over me with her car, because I was doing everything.
Yeah.
I was acting. You know what though? Because when I was younger, in the teenage years, I was okay. Like, I was calm. When I got out there, I was like, yeah! And my mom was like, what's wrong with you? I ain't raised you like that. Like, we did not teach you this. And I'm like, she talking, and I'm like, but one thing with the parents, I'm going to see if I'm the only one that got this. When I was small, I used to hate to get whippings.
Yeah.
I used to hate to get whippings. But
I didn't mind.
other than getting whippings, you're right. Other than getting whippings, don't talk to me.
I did what I wanted to do after I got my whipping.
Exactly. I hate to get it. I hate for my mom to sit down. One thing about my mom is when she starts talking to you, honey, it's like God done sat down in the room
That makes
and
you
showed
cry.
you about to send you to hell. I used to hate that, and I was like, Lord, I gotta get it together, because my mom, and I felt like I was disappointing her because I know how hard she worked, And my mom was one of the ones that she did work all the time, but she made time for us. She made time for us, and I tell my husband that all the time. And he'll say, baby, well, I feel bad because I got to work. But one thing I can say about him is the 2 days that he get off, the 2 days he get off, and then the long weekend, that's our time. So we look forward to that. Turn your phone off. No, you're not going to, we can't do this. Oh,
right.
Y'all don't mind that, because I don't know what just happened. Sorry, y'all. We do not own the rights to this music, nor did we write those lyrics. They just came. I was going to try to keep talking. Okay, so we've been out here for an hour. But yeah, so just make time for your family. Make time for your friends. Learn balance. And let me go back to this, because I don't want to make it seem like I run things in my house. But we have an understanding that our time is our time. Family time is family time. Friends time is friend time. And work is an everyday thing for us. So in that time, we have to find that balance. And we find it works for us. So don't try to fit your life into somebody else's life, because you might wear the same size shoe, but it don't work the same. Your arch of your foot may be different. So don't try to fit in nobody else's life. You do what works for you. That's marriage, relationship, businesses, how you approach situations. It's all the same. Clarissa, you got anything you got to say? Keke?
I just want to thank you.
I really enjoyed you,
I
ladies.
want to thank you for having us.
Yeah, because Keke got attacked today by the devil, y'all. Keke called me this afternoon, texted me this afternoon, told me that she didn't think she was gonna be able to make it because she was having car trouble. I told her, I gotta come to Nashville. I'm gonna pick you up and I'll take you back home. But God worked it out. Her car's working. She's here. She got Kadeem in the background rolling his cup around on the floor. But
no. Shelly said balance is the key. Still working on
it.
That's right, Shelly.
That's right, Shelly.
Me and Shelly talk about that all the time. You gotta have balance. We gotta find it. Shelly like my little personal counselor, little life coach kind of person. That's my own girl. Y'all need drinks for the holidays. Y'all hit her up.
Uncle Charlie.
I think she may have stopped taking orders at this point, but she might got something extra for you guys. Always remember, this is my thing. Elevation is the key. Being sincere is the key. Being transparent is the key. Uplifting the people around you is the key. But one thing about it is once you come down, when you come up, you make sure you pull somebody with you. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next Wednesday. I might be by myself. I might not. You guys got to watch it and see what's going to happen. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Thanksgiving.
She said happy Thanksgiving. That wasn't me. Happy Family Day.
Happy holiday.
Okay, hit the little button in the corner. Let me help you. Make sure my food will put up. Oh, let's finish.